Tonight's primetime sponsor is Rogers State University.
Food Fight, a student competition, is presented by the Oklahoma Natural Gas Energy Efficiency Program.
I'm cooking like a boss on my new gas range. With a turn of the knob, I'm controlling the flame. Energy efficiency is changing the game. One bite of my boys like,
Dad, it's insane.
R-E-V to the A-Z-E. Got a rebate check that's coming to me. I said R-E-V to the A-Z-E. Getting paid when I'm saving that energy. Let's go.
We've got the Grove Ridge Runners and the Union Redhawks. Let's see who's got the culinary chops on RSU TV's Food Fight. Up next. Welcome to Food Fight, a high-stakes culinary competition for high school students. I'm your host, Anna Berry. Now today, we've got two competing teams. We've got Union High School and Grove High School. So let's see who's got the chops to make a delicious meal under the time limit. But before we meet our competing teams, let's meet our discerning judges. We have Alana, the co-owner of Cicero's, a delicious Caribbean-inspired restaurant in downtown Tulsa. I love your restaurant.
Thank you.
So happy to have you part of Food Fight. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm really excited to be here. This is really a fun experience to have. I co-own Cicero's with my brother, so it's definitely a family endeavor. Our family is from a small island called Dominica in the Caribbean, so we really did develop this concept to share our love of our culture with Tulsa, and we are just still going strong after almost 9 years.
Okay, I'm with Chef T. She is the company chef for Libby Billings. She's got so many great restaurants here in Tulsa. The Vault, Elote, Rampungi. Yeah, I said it correctly. Yay. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself, Chef T.
Chef T is a Native American. I'm Cherokee Nation citizen. I have been through Tulsa Technology Center, OSUIT, and I have about 15 years of cooking experience in the restaurant industry in downtown Tulsa. My passion is judging these types of food competitions low key, but I'm in it to win it. I have sharp eyes, I have sharp senses, so beware.
All right, let's meet another one of our judges. We have the infamous Frank Mitchell. Oh yeah, I'm sure so many of our audience members have seen you on television. How many years were you giving us the weather reports?
In Tulsa, 21, but career-wise, 30.
Okay. Well, Frank, I know you're Italian-American, so you've got a good palate. Tell us a little bit about your history and the kitchen, your family. You're telling me about some of your grandmother's recipes?
Yeah, I come from a 100% Italian family from the East Coast. I grew up eating incredible Italian food. I have my mother's recipes written down, handwritten with red sauce stains on it. And I've been carrying those recipes on, and my specialty are my meatballs that pretty much are my kids' favorite dish that I make.
Okay, why are your meatballs so good?
Well, I can't give you all of my secrets, Anna.
We may never know the recipe for Frank's Italian meatballs, but today's recipe is no secret. Each team has been tasked with making Italian skillet chicken with rice pilaf and Italian sautéed squash. In addition to the meal, each team is required to create a dessert. Today's challenge is called the Start with Store-Bought Dessert Creativity Challenge. Beginning with a baseline of angel food cake and this list of ingredients, each team has to get creative to whip up something fun and tasty. Both teams were raring to go, but first, we wanted to know a little bit more about the students behind the aprons. All right, let's meet our competing team. We've got the Grove Ridge Runners. All right, tell me your name and what grade you're in.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm a senior at Grove High School.
Jennifer, what do you love about cooking?
I love the creative freedom that we have with everything, being able to add our own spices and our own little twist to things, and it's still turning out amazing at the end.
Do you have a favorite meal?
I really like pasta. Anything with pasta and some kind of sauce on it is really good.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, tell me your name and what grade you're in.
Emily, and I'm a junior at Grove High School.
Emily, what do you love about cooking?
I love eating it afterwards.
That's a perfect answer. And do you have a favorite meal?
I like making sandwiches because bread, it's just perfect balance.
Yes, all right, thank you. And what's your name?
Libby, and I'm a senior at Grove High School.
Libby, what do you love about cooking?
I like cooking in the kitchen with my friends. It's just fun. Gets a little crazy.
Do you have a favorite food?
No, not really.
Do you have a food you hate?
Tuna.
Good to know. No tuna for us. All right, you ladies ready?
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
All right, now let's meet another one of our competing teams. We've got the Union Red Hawks. All right, tell me your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Maria, and I'm in 11th grade.
Maria, what do you love about cooking?
I love the creativity and the art that is involved in cooking, and I love the fact you can combine flavors to make new ones.
And do you have a favorite meal?
Beef stroganoff, for sure.
Ooh, I love a beef stroganoff too. Thanks, Maria. And what's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's Andy. I'm a junior in Union High School.
And what do you love about cooking?
It depends on mood, and I like the creativity about cooking, and I can do anything I want.
Perfect. Do you have a favorite meal?
I would say ramen.
Yes, I love a good ramen. Awesome. Thank you. And what's your name?
My name is Iyara.
Okay. And what grade are you in, Iyara?
I'm a junior at Union High School.
What do you love about cooking?
I don't know. I think it kind of depends on what it is. I like when there are set instructions on what to make, so I like following the instructions of cooking.
Very nice. Do you have a favorite meal?
Not really, no.
Do you have something you can't stand?
Probably celery.
Oh, good to know. A little earlier, each team was given a set amount of time to gather all the supplies they believed they would need to create today's recipe. After loading them onto carts, they wheeled out all their ingredients to their respective kitchens. We are about to start the clock. Grove, are you ready? Union, you ready? Yeah, let the food fight begin.
So I've been in these students' shoes before. I am looking for how are they going to handle their professionalism under stress? Are they going to forget their sanitation maneuvers and skills and techniques while they are grinding under the clock? Are they keeping their area organized? Are they communicating clearly to each other? These are all really good technical skills that we use in the restaurant industry. So that's the stuff that I'm looking for. They're new, they're fresh, they're not going to be perfect at it. But the effort and the understanding of why these skills and maneuvers are important in the restaurant industry, that's what I'm looking for. The respect to why we do things the way we do.
Well put. Now, when it comes to judging taste, what flavors, textures are you looking for?
So we're going to pay respects to the recipes that they're using. They're going to be using an Italian-themed recipes. So we're looking for the building of this tomato sauce. That's very important. We don't want an acidic sauce. We don't want, one, undercooked chicken. We want seasoned chicken. We want seasoned squash and vegetables. We don't want anything undercooked. This is a cuisine that is specialized in lengthy cooking procedures. If it's a fresh food, it needs to be crisp, but if it is a long cooking food, it needs to be smooth. The flavors need to blend. The textures need to be soft. We should be able to use our fork and dig into this without needing a knife. But I'm open to anything, really. I'll see what we got.
Well, I'm looking to see what they've learned in their studies so far. Like my daughter is 17 and she's looking to go to culinary school herself. She wants to be a baker, so in the pastry area. But I was looking at knife skills and how they're able to juxtapose the different elements of their dish and do it in the time frame needed. For instance, rice takes a little while to cook. Like, where are we doing that in the process, and how are we delineating our duties and who's doing what and how we're going to get this done in an hour. Yeah.
And when it comes to taste testing, what matters to you? Flavor, texture, salty, sweet?
all of the above. But I like to what I call layered flavor. That's really what I look for when I'm tasting anything. I was talking to my brother about that the other day because he's our head chef and James Beard nominated chef.
Oh, congrats.
And I always know what his food tastes like because he seasons along the way. If we're having vegetables, we're sauteing those vegetables separately and seasoning those and then adding them to whatever specific sauce we're doing. So being able to actually taste the process in action, like when you taste the food, you know this element was done, this and this, but it's also harmonious and cohesive. So I'm just looking to see how well seasoned it is. We're doing some chicken that's breaded and less pan-seared, and so I'm looking for some color. So yeah, just wanted to see how it all comes together.
Well, at this point, I can't go off of taste and appearance because they're still cooking. So I'm watching for the leadership, the communication. Are they running into each other in the kitchen like my wife and I do when we're cooking together? Cleanliness, are they washing their hands? You know, something like that. Just I'm trying to see if they have a plan since they're up against the clock. Just anything that I can judge right now.
Now, it's an Italian-inspired main course, so they've got a hard judge right here because you're Italiano, right?
There's no doubt.
So when it comes to good Italian food, what are some flavors that you're going to be looking out for?
Well, I haven't looked to see if it's on the recipe, but I'm a huge basil fan. Don't you love basil, oregano? I mean, such good stuff. Garlic. See, here's the problem. I like everything that makes your breath smell bad. Okay, I love garlic and onion and seasoning, and I mean the place smells incredible already. It's probably just the garlic and onion sautéing, but yeah, a good quality, not over seasoned and not under seasoned.
All right, teams, we are halfway through with only 30 minutes left on the clock. All right, so I'm with Mike, the coach for Union. Mike, tell us what you do at Union High School.
I am the district chef, and I also have a small culinary class of these 5 students. And they work in the district, and then 2 days out of the week we get to work with them and have fun days, like we're doing now.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about what you're observing with your students over there.
You know what? We trained the best we could, and I can't watch because
Too hard?
I'm just a nervous wreck. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus, for cell phones.
Right.
Because I'm buried in the cell phone.
Because you want to go over there and give pointers.
I do, but I don't want. Yes, I don't want to disqualify them.
Right. And you're not allowed.
And they're a great group of kids.
So tell us about some of the good qualities that you see in them. You work with them for a while. What are some of their strengths?
They are drama-free. They work well together. They are not lazy students. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better set of students, really. Super blessed.
And then what about some of the challenges they're overcoming?
I don't know, really. I mean, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is just turn the key and they run. So, I mean, this is a great group of kids.
All right, teams, this is your official 15-minute warning. So I'm speaking with Shelly. She's the coach for the Grove team. Shelly, tell us a little bit about what you do at Grove High School.
Okay. Hi, I have taught family and consumer sciences for 24 years at Grove High School, and so some people used to call it home ec, but we changed that name quite a few years ago, over 20 some years ago. So.
But home ec is a very important course. So tell us a little bit about what you're seeing, what you're witnessing with these ladies over here.
Okay. Well, I think they're doing a great job. I know that they were very nervous because this was something that they're really excited about, but a little nervous because they're, of course, used to the kitchen that they cook in at my school, and this is a little bit different. They're used to knowing where everything's at, and here it was they had to go find everything, bring it here, and I think there were some things that maybe weren't here that they're used to having in my kitchen at school. So.
Right, so what are some strengths that these ladies bring to the kitchen?
Okay, well, to start with, they've been cooking together for over 3 years together. 2 of them are seniors and 1 is a junior. And so they've had time in the kitchen together, and they've been practicing a little bit, and so I think that's their biggest strength.
And do you notice any weaknesses, challenges that they're overcoming or facing in the kitchen?
I think their biggest challenge right now is just the unfamiliar, where things are at, and trying to figure out where they need to stand, where they need to kind of move around. They're maneuvering, I guess, in the kitchen is probably the biggest thing. But yeah, I think they're doing really well.
I was really nervous, like, if the chicken was gonna be good, because like she said, like, I don't want to get the judges sick, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So, making sure that the chicken was cooked through, making sure that the sauce was not too thin, not too thick. Same with the rice; didn't want to stick it to the pan as much.
It's just like the stress just comes up on you. It's just like being rushed and just like looking at the time ticking.
Right, well, it's kind of like being in a real kitchen, right? There's always a time clock going on. So how did you overcome some of those challenges?
I just focus, try to really have like that teamwork, try to talk to my teammates, just try to keep it all together and just keep moving.
Whenever making the whipped cream, I would have put the cocoa powder in and sugar before I started mixing it so it could have dissolved better. But it worked out in the end, so.
Okay, Zaira, what is something that you guys struggled with during the competition?
Probably the communication of staying out of each other's way. That way we didn't bump into each other so much, but that's around it really.
I don't like the point in time where you're kind of like at a standstill and there's not really anything to do, you're just waiting on everything to cook. The minutes were passing by so quickly and I felt like it wasn't going anywhere.
What were you nervous about?
About like if the appearance looks good or bad, and if the taste.
Okay, what are you particularly excited about when it comes to taste?
Like I think my whipped cream, because I had whipped very hard on it, and it took me a long time.
All right, teams, 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes left. teams, there's only 5 minutes left. Everyone, there's only 1 minute left, so when the time is up, everything has to be put down and ready for the judges. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, everyone. All right, let the taste testing begin.
I think it went really well. It was very nerve-wracking, but overall I think we came together really well and we were able to pull everything off. I got thrown a lot of questions that I didn't know, but I feel like I did pretty good giving out the answers, like to my team members who were questioning what they were doing or questioning how to do something. I think that went really well in that way, and I think we were very good at communicating with each other in the kitchen.
I think the zucchini and squash was pretty good. I don't even like zucchini and I thought it tasted good, so.
I'm really excited for the chicken because I tasted the sauce and it tasted really good. Our team captain, Jennifer, she's really good with spices and flavorings. So.
Okay, and I heard that you were really creative with the desserts.
Yeah.
So, okay, what do you hope the judges are going to say?
Is there a
word? Is there a...
Great, delicious, pretty, maybe.
I hope they say it's good. I hope they like it.
I think we did pretty good. I mean, I know some things that I could have done better, but I think overall we did really good.
All right, judges, are we done with Grove's tasting portion? Yes. Okay, well, let's try Union next. Maria, tell us, how do you think you did?
I think we did pretty good. Everything tasted really good. It looked good. I think I'm really proud of the chicken. I think it tasted really good when I made it.
I would say the way that we plated the rice was pretty nice, but I think overall we did good. But of course there's changes that we could make, but it was pretty nice.
Tell us a little bit about the teamwork aspect of it. A challenge you overcame?
The teamwork's pretty good, like the captain asking if we were okay and need help, and it's pretty good.
Well, hindsight's 20/20. What is a change you would have done differently?
Managed our time better. At the end, we kind of had to rush with the plating, so definitely focus on time a lot more.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Each team was judged based on their technical skill, creativity, and teamwork. After much deliberation, the judges assigned a point score to both teams, and I was handed the results. All right, the time has come for our winners of today's competition. Union, your points are 57. Grove, 60. So that means you are the winners of today's competition, but who's going to be advancing to our championship at the end of the season? You're going to have to stay watching Food Fight on RSU TV.